Hello, folks. We're back for more Syberia, the world before. And this kind of reminds me of Dreamfall episodes more than a Syberia game. I don't know if that's just me. I think Celine said something similar last time, but it very much has the feeling, the sensation of that kind of game. Waiting for April, Ryan, and Crow to show up. That would be great, but I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure. A Kate Walker, April Ryan team up would actually really feel cool. Like, it could be a non-canonical side game. I would just really like to play that. Of course, you know, that would require making a non-canonical side game, but in my fan fiction... Nah, I got nothing. One thing that I would like, though, is there's a year gap between Kate Walker escaping from the salt mines and showing up at the town that I've already forgotten the name of. I want to know how she very slowly worked her way across Europe on a motorcycle, doing odd jobs to make money, as she said when she picked up the wallet. Like, what kind of odd jobs can you do in the middle of Europe to make, like, are you cutting wood? What are you doing out there, Kate? Hello, Kodak and Halai. Hi. Apparently, your name is Hi. Anyway, I just want to know what she was out there doing. I want to know how you make money in Europe in the middle of the year. In the middle of nowhere. I don't think I've ever been out in the middle of nowhere. Well, I was born in the middle of nowhere, but... Building a computer out of leaves and bark and a coconut. You must not forget the coconut. The coconut is what enables the, internet connection. Anyway, hello, Salim and friends. I don't know, my brain has been buzzing with thoughts about this game, and most of those thoughts honestly boil down to, ooh, it's pretty. It's a lot bleaker than I expected it to be, honestly, but that's not out of tone with Belgian comic books so far as I mean, I don't think Tintin ever got this bleak, but hey. I've read a couple of... Well, I want to say I've read a couple of Belgian comics. I've read a couple of, like, Belgian duck comics. Like, Uncle Scrooge and adjacent. So to say that they never got that bleak is like, wow. You don't say. Still, we are at about 20 seconds. That is 20 seconds to go. If you want to do something, you better go do it. And if you don't want to do anything, you better not do it. That is free will, as I understand it. And I don't understand anything. Let's play video games. So we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna pull you folks down here. Enjoy the ears, please. And we will get the game started. It'll take a few minutes to load up because it is a very new game. Oh, yesterday my bedroom was about 10 degrees hotter than anywhere else in the apartment because of this game, I believe. That's something. That's not nothing. Anyway, when last we left off, Kate was listening to the story of Dana being a waitress. And, we had just gained control over a new character. Who does not get a notebook. Oh, try playing the piano. Yeah, sure.
He had it coming.
Haha. Right, try playing the piano. Can I get up there?
Oh, Lenny, why don't you leave the piano to those who actually know how to play it, huh?
I guess that means we will not be playing the piano again tonight. Well, let's go explore. Leave the piano to those who know how to play it.
That's the painting Dana thinks father should buy from Leon. Nice choice.
Hello, Ditharian. Pleasure as always. Can we just wander on upstairs? I guess. Donnie looks mad about everything. Maybe that's just me. Local man Leon Cabantes took a Shock Solemn's men's gold at the Garmisch-Partenkirchen Winter Olympics on Saturday, as the two favorites both spectacularly bombed out. Shock Solemn. I don't know which Solemn exactly Shock Solemn is. Let all that you do be done in love. Is that why you have a fucking sword, my dude? Are you gonna love somebody with a sword? I can love people with a sword. Love that crushes like a mace. Ah. Find a way to spy Leon and Dana. Oh. I'm spying.
You alright? Yeah, I thought so.
It's just that if I had retaliated, I would have lost my job, you know? Believe me, I came this close to not being able to pay for my studies at the academy after the holidays.
Forget it. He was blind drunk. Won't even remember it come tomorrow. All Gustav could see it wasn't your fault. Besides, you didn't see him after your performance. Ecstatic he was.
There are more and more people like that brute. They don't even bother to hide their hatred anymore. It's like they've been given a mission, or perhaps I should say permission, to abuse people like me, as if Vagarans had suddenly become the scourge of society. And we're powerless to act because if we did, we'd lose our home. My parents, they've become a bundle of nerves. They can't sleep at night. Only last week, our shop window got smashed again, and our neighbors, they couldn't care less, and neither could the authorities. What's wrong? Did my rant frighten you?
No, Sherry.
Well, yes. Yes, it did. I mean, not you, Fraulein. But what you said about the fascists. You've put my own suspicions into words, Fraulein. Because what you say about the Brown Shadow is true, and that's what worries me. I used to think they were just a bunch of cranks in their ridiculous uniforms. But now I can see these lunatics really are serious. Deadly serious.
But you did know who was behind the Origin expedition.
Never gave it much thought, to be honest. Only met Huss and the scientists today. For me, they were no different from any other group I've trained. If I'd have known that, I'd have had second thoughts. Actually, do you know what?
What?
I'm going to stop training them.
Can you do that?
It's still a free country, right? So after a few weeks' notice, I'll be off the hook. At least, I get to spend the summer here with you. Painting.
But I don't paint.
No, you play. I paint. It's my passion. And you can be my muse.
Yeah, that's where the painting came from. Alright.
Is that what you say to all the girls?
No. Never.
What
Hello,
if we kiss
you
in front
two
of Devil's
lovebirds.
Pass?
Everyone's going to bed, so you better come back inside or you'll catch cold, or worse.
And that's how Dana pipped everyone at the post. It only took one look for Leon to fall head over heels in love with her. And it didn't take much for Dana to fall for him. Love at first sight, you might say.
I really love this particular storytelling conceit where, like, the events are just happening in front of them as she's telling the story. I was going to say that yesterday, but I kept getting preempted by cutscenes. Like, yeah, put her
The
physically
whole
in...
band stayed at the chalet all summer long. Then, I suppose, everyone went their own sweet way.
Did you ever see any of them again?
Oh, no.
What about Dana and Leon?
They too went their own ways, I guess. And that, Fräulein Walker, is all there is to it.
Another dead end.
Do you know if she's still alive?
Can't be sure, but I doubt it. It was a lifetime ago, Fräulein Walker.
Where do you think she might be if she were?
No idea. Things went from bad to worse after that summer. Not to mention half the town was razed during the war.
Did Dana leave anything here? Any documents or anything that might help me find where she went?
Change of address card?
Not that I know of. But I suppose there might be in Father's old coffer. Must still be in the loft. Junta bought it from him that summer, so she could use it to store her precious filming gear. She was supposed to come back for it, but she never did. If there is anything that can help you, it will be in there.
The original hotel
So
worker
feel
with
free to look
okay,
around the
shut down.
refuge by yourself if you like, even though I don't think anyone managed to open the coffer since Junta left.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. Thank you so much.
I don't really... They keep telling me that, like, Kate and Donna look the same. And I'm like, no, they don't. No, they fucking don't.
Maintaining the refuge must be a huge job. As tough as Lenny is, I hope she has some help when she needs it.
So I never know who looks like what, or when, or why. Can I use the telescope, maybe? What's this? What is this? Oh, it's a coin slot?
I have to put in a coin. Typical.
Alright. I'm pretty sure we have. Yeah, we got a quarter. Please insert coin and remove the cap. Remove the cap on what? There's no cap on... Oh. Wait, is there a cap down here? Ah, must have been it. And the Madonna laces. These are all the places we looked at last time with Dana, but... Oh, wait. We can get photographs. Okay. 63... This is gonna be important. Alright, we're gonna have to get photographs of all of these.
That's the fabled Silberspiegel. Oh, I wish I had time to watch it change color.
What, it's a chameleon? Anyway, I can just feel it in my heart that we're gonna need these coordinates for something later. And we're gonna regret it if we don't print them all. Devil's Peak. Der Fugue. Teufelsgipfel. Okay. I was trying to read those in blocks of like 3 letters and it wasn't working. I needed to expand my brain to 4 letters at a time. It was very painful.
That pass is breathtaking.
Teufelskraken. Kraken. The Dragon Kraken. The Dragon Kraken sounds like something they would negotiate on a Nickelodeon show.
I wonder what's inside that tent.
I'm sorry? Oh, there is a tent there. Alright, there's a tent down at the Hell Gates. Good to know. Anything over here? Can I just hike out there?
The authorities have closed the path due to excavation works on the other side of the mountain. Suits me. I wasn't exactly planning on climbing a mountain today anyway.
You don't want to embrace the mountain? Make love to the mountain? I don't really blame you. I don't want to make love to a mountain either. That sounds like really itchy. There's ants and stuff on mountains. It would suck. Don't fuck a mountain, kids. That's your advice from Anxiety tonight. Future advice such as this will assist you in the future. Okay, well, hey, here's that piano. Okay, can you play the piano?
That must be the piano Dana played on the night she met Leon. The night Lenny told me about.
Kate can do a lot of interesting things. Apparently she can read German, and I don't know how many other languages. There's a guy. Hi?
Ah, I see I'm not the only one stuck here. Bah, pull up a seat and together we can moan about being stuck here.
Thank you, but I have things to do.
I hope you can stay until this evening at least. In London they have the changing of the guard. Here we get the changing of the colors. I guarantee it's worth the wait. Hmm? English?
American, actually.
Oh, seeing as you've come so far, then. Besides, it's always nicer to be stranded in good company. From Belgium, myself, on a world climbing tour.
Stranded?
Didn't you know? They've closed the Teufelskragen. That's the path they call the Devil's Pass.
So that's what all the fuss is about.
All down to climate change.
You mean the thaw, right?
Made the pass too dangerous to climb and apparently resulted in a morbid discovery.
Oh?
Bodies of resistance fighters, killed while leading refugees to Switzerland. Frozen solid.
Resistance fighters? You mean frozen since the Second World War?
That's what the paper says.
Is that what the tent's for?
It's a temporary chapel of rest that the rescue team made while waiting for the bodies to be airlifted.
Are we gonna go investigate some
I
bodies?
see. I guess there's no reason to disrespect the departed, even after all these years.
I only hope all this sudden interest from excavationists puts an end to the stupid rumors that a strange creature haunts the Silberspiegel. Otherwise, you can be sure, as soon as the old lady pops her clogs, this place will become run over by those infernal tourists.
And you know I'm not an infernal tourist, man.
What about those frozen bodies they discovered at the foot of Devil's Pass?
Well, due to climate change, the snow line has receded, revealing the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War. Most probably resistance fighters and exiles, trying to flee the fascist occupiers and reach Switzerland by the pass. I imagine they got caught in an avalanche. Poor wretches have been imprisoned ever since. Until today.
I'm
That is
enjoying
why
this
the
man's
authorities
accent a
have blocked
lot.
access to the pass, so they can take the bodies out, identify them, and give them a proper burial.
I see. I saw the tent at the foot of the pass through the spyglass outside. Didn't realize it sheltered such a gruesome discovery, though.
Alright, let's talk about the Devil's Pass some more then.
Can you tell me about this Devil's Pass?
Oh, it's on the far side of the cirque, looking out from the terrace. As you can imagine, it's called Devil's Pass because it's extremely dangerous. Most of all because of the risk of avalanche. Only sensitive alpinist can negotiate it, really.
I love you.
As
Please
a
keep talking to me.
professional alpinist myself, what I love about it is knowing I'm climbing in the tracks of courageous climbers of bygone times. There's a real sense of history about it. For example, resistance fighters used it during the war to smuggle vagrants and other victims of the Brown Shadow into Switzerland.
Is that the path they've closed that leads from the refuge?
That's right.
Thought so. I saw the notice.
They've blocked it off so the helicopter can airlift the frozen bodies from the bottom of the pass. Meantime, they have set up a temporary...
I mean, we got all this information the first time, but I'm probing anyway.
Moving. It's important to show respect, even...
Like, this is literally a retread of what we were just told. I don't mind, though. I don't mind because it gives me a chance to hear him say, Avalanche! Again.
I've had some experience with fantastic fauna myself. But what do you make of the so-called strange creature that roams the mountain?
Just another local fairy tale to pull in the tourists, if you ask me. They say it lives in prehistoric caves.
All caves are prehistoric,
and
man.
that it's responsible for people going missing. Ooh. Some even say that the mysterious cries you can hear on some nights are the creature calling for a mate. In other words, the usual twaddle you normally get in remote or uncharted places like the high mountain or the deep sea. Twaddle passed down from generation to generation through sheer ignorance.
Right. Thanks for cluing me in. Anyway, I better get back to what I was doing.
You are welcome, Fräulein.
I want to go to the deep sea and hear a caveman yodeling for a mate. Why these stories are where automaton builders? Probably. Hans Vorberg was a curious guy. Why would I relearn to pronounce the same word?
Lenny's father must have made this stair lift to help her get up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
It must have taken him many hours. It's touching when you think about it.
I saw a TikTok from a Korean streamer who, one of his friends gave him shit about pronouncing a word the American way. And he was like... No, I think it was he gave him shit about pronouncing the word the Korean way in the middle of, like, an English sentence. It was like, I am trying to make sure you understand the flow of my conversation, you fuck. And that makes sense to me. What's this?
An old book? The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann? Funny. My grandparents left me a copy before they died when I was a kid. I should get around to reading it someday.
I'm curious if this has any thematic resonance. The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann. A novel by Thomas Mann, considered by critics to be one of the most influential work of 20th century German literature. Okay, well... Not seeing a lot of thematic resonance here. But I was curious enough to look it up, so... Let's see what else we got. Record player... What's in here?
This must be Lenny's room.
Oh yeah, let's invade
Not sure
some
I'm
privacy.
allowed in here, really.
I don't care, let's invade her privacy.
Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. Sweet.
Sweet? I guess. Here's the skiing thing.
Photos of the refuge. Looks like they're arranged by time period.
Interesting. Flowers?
This series ends at 2002, 3 years ago, when I began my journey with Oscar and Hans's train.
Man. Kate's been wandering Europe for 3 years. And people back in New York are still after her.
There are
Feels
no
weird.
photos of the occupation of Vaughan by the Brown Shadow. I guess that corresponds to when Lenny and her father had to leave the refuge. These date from before the war. There's even one from the summer when Dana worked at the refuge.
Yeah. Okay. And this one is...
All these photos go up to the 80s, including my date of birth.
Which one of these is your date of birth? February 1980? 0582? I mean, I was born in March of 82, so, like... That means I could have been having an adventure like Kate Walker. But I chose to stay home instead.
That's pretty impressive. Obviously helps Lenny get up and about.
Oh yeah, this is her, mechanical thingy. Still don't believe that. Well, that's too bad. I am an antique.
She's still sitting there, watching. Wonder what she's thinking about.
Antiques are over 60. I'm getting there. I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. Don't worry. I will live forever and I will be perpetually irritating. Want me to register myself at the club? I'm not gonna register. I haven't even registered WinZip. You think I'm gonna register myself?
It must be a lot of work keeping this place going. Hats off to Demoiselle Lenny for managing all by herself.
Yeah, hats off to all these spider webs. Somewhere in here is that thing of her father's she mentioned, that casket? When's the evaluation period? Yeah. You know, I was designed to run on MS-DOS, and they've just been adding layers of UI on top of me ever since. Nowadays, I think if you pull both my ears, I take a screenshot.
It's cold in here.
I don't know what all that functionality does.
Another of those cigar butts.
And it's still smoldering. Somebody is definitely following us. Somebody is I don't know who.
So that's the painting Dana told Lenny's father to buy. Not bad. And similar in style to my painting. Wonder what the others were like. Austere. Looks like a storage room.
It is a storage room. You store things in a store. Oh wait, there's a trunk. Turn around. Is this trunk the thing we're looking for? The one that you can only see it in a oblique camera angle? No, it is not. Somewhere in this building.
It must be a lot of work keeping
Okay,
this
we've
place
seen
going.
this.
Hats off to Demoiselle Lenny for managing all by herself.
Unskippable cutscenes. It'd be pretty rude if they hid the trunk behind a bad camera angle. I've played games that do that. I'm thinking about Alone in the Dark in specific, but I've played games that do that. You're right, though. It would be kind of rude. Maybe there's, an upstairs to the upstairs. Maybe we've...
Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the refuge these days.
Well, if they're stopping here, they're gonna have to climb over that. Hello, there is a rope, which we may not interact with. Maybe it's... Kate Walker, has that lost that automaton? Find the coffer in the attic. I would love to. Where is the attic? The attic is presumably upward. Wait a minute, there's a... Aha. Push, Kate. There we go. Oh, I didn't push hard enough. There we go. Attic. There's another ladder. Is there a further attic? Wait a minute. What was that? A reel. Dusty Crawlspace is dusty, yes.
Take up reel. Like the ones used on old cinema projectors.
Okay, Kate, I guess that's yours now. You can just walk off of that. And there's a bed up here, and ooh, there's a box. Fire cartridges. Oh. Well, I was hoping. With regard to your letter of the 3rd October, we are pleased to inform you that Vorarlberg Manufacturing will be honored to assist your daughter Lenny following the tragic events that resulted in her disability. Both my father and my brother Hans would have been as admiring as I am of her selfless courage during the troubling years the old continent of Europe has recently suffered. I am doubly proud to learn that Lenny is the daughter of one of our most talented former employees. It is therefore with great pleasure that Vorarlberg Manufacturing has decided to respond favorably to your request. Please find and close the construction plans that will allow you to adapt the entire mountain refuge to Lenny's handicap. Yours sincerely, Anna Vorarlberg. Okay. Yet another tie to the old Vorarlberg legacy. And there's a medal.
I must remember to ask Lenny about it.
For acts of resistance. Something happened with her that she doesn't want to talk about, and I'm curious. We have to pry into everybody's secrets, or else we're not a good adventure game protagonist. We also have to steal things.
Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
Aw, come on, Kate.
This must be Yunta's coffer, the one Lenny spoke about.
What is this? Okay. Sliding panels. Set the entire building up to transform. This is not a super robot show, as much as I might wish it to be. Alright, is this going to be a more difficult puzzle than this? Because we have just made a nice little mountain thingammy. Okay. What is this? Well, that's not moving. This side? Nope, neither of these sides are gonna move. So, presumably I have not done something correct on this side, and I have not done whatever needs doing on this side. What does need doing on this side? Alright. I guess I have to make it look correct. Up here is... Some of them looked more in place in their original position than the new ones. You're not wrong. I'm just checking to see, Yeah, I really can't tell much with this grungy look. Well, let's go back around. Recheck this out. Recheck this out. Yeah, sure. This looks correct. This looks... this definitely goes here. Like you can see from the browning. This one... Maybe not. Oh, there we go. What is this? Alright, now the thingammy popped off on the top and the... I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just solving puzzles. Okay, I don't think it goes upside down. I think it goes this way. What is it? 3 digits. I mean, I could, highly on these games that make Zazie say thingammy. Thank you, yes. I say thingammy a lot. Where are we on the map? This is the Devil's Peak, so this is the Devil's Gateway, or the Devil's Underpants. Yeah, the Devil's Pass, that's what I was talking about. 108. Hello, that is correct. You're welcome. Maybe it wants the Devil's Peaks after all. That would be 102. Yeah, the thingamawhat. The thingamawhat in the numerology. In the thing. Maybe it's the Hollenter, which is 127. I'm just going to try all of these numbers, because they're all 3 digits. No? Might have to have both set before it. That's possible. Let's get down here. This I'm much less confident about. We gotta literally dial it in. Oh, that looks roughly correct. So it's got the sweep of the sweeps. And this looks roughly correct, because it's got the rocky, craggy, cragness. I'm not sure about that one. Do I have a reference image to use? Oh, probably. That doesn't look bad. So now we just have to do this one. No. Nuh-uh. Nope. Probably. Okay. My reference images are down here. Like, I've got this up here, and I think this is the Madonna laces are down here. And that looks more or less correct. I think. Oh, no, that's correct. Because it's got the through line. The top is the Silberspiegel. Like up here. And I think I might have to... none of these Spiegels are silver. I'm just saying, none of these Spiegels look silver. It would be nice if they clicked into place, too. Okay, and there is this sort of smudgy thing there. Does anything line up with the smudgy thing? That does. No. Maybe? No. What I want to do is take a paintbrush and just, like, completely fail to fix this. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Alright, I'm gonna ask Kate for a hint. Kate.
I should be able to change the images by turning the thumb wheels.
Thank you, Kate. That was completely unhelpful. I love it. Thank you. Beautiful. Is the front of the box the same Ooh. You know what? I think it is. Or at least part of the same picture. So... yeah, Kate is very insightful. This looks right. This genuinely looks right to me. I should be able to solve this puzzle by inputting the correct solution. Thank you, Professor fucking Layton! This looks the best to me. What about this? Now, that honestly looks good, but... is there something better? No, that looks fine. This looks fine. Is it... really just this top part? Alright, folks, we may cheat. We may end up cheating. I may cheat to survive. Hey, do you have another hint?
Some of the images seem to match with the whole painting.
Jesus Christ, Kate. Yeah, some of these images do seem to match, like, a painting. Alright, can I look at the other side of the box again? No, I can't. I can't look at this other side of the box. Jesus Christ, Kate. This appears to be an object. Using my fingers, I appear to be able to manipulate this object. Well, no, let's not jump to conclusion. For I have no idea what she's manipulating these dials with, folks. So what is incorrect here? Is it this? Is it this little band? It's that little bit. Okay. Natural landscapes do have a lot of permutations, but fortunately, I seem to have correctly manipulated this abomination.
Amazing. Now it shows the view from the terrace.
I think this is the Silberspigen. 72. And, this one is the Devil's Peaks, for sure. So, or the Devil's Pass. So that's 108. Okay. What the hell is this? A Vorarlberg
I'll need a
key.
key to open it.
Do I happen to have a Vorarlberg key on me? No. Maybe there's one in here.
No doubt Junta must have written this. Summer 1937. The year Dana worked here. Let's see. I filled my last diary last night. Ordered another one, but still waiting for supplies to be delivered to the refuge. Using an old envelope in the meantime. Today invited Dana for a chat after her shift.
Alright, we're back to Dana. Time shift!
I'd like to know what Leon sees in her. I've never seen him so smitten. Thanks for popping up, Dana. How did the shift go?
Fine, same as usual.
Just finishing up here, then I'll make us a nice cup of tea.
Wow, that looks futuristic. What is it?
Ah, that little baby is my viewer. That's why it goes in the coffer.
What does it do?
I use it to put together and edit the rushes.
The what?
Rushes. In other words, the strips of unedited footage. I've finished today's selection, so be a dear and put it in the coffer, would you?
I would if I knew how.
Oh, just turn the key in the lock.
Thanks to the document found in 2005, you can relive the events of the past. Use the information Dana gathered in the past to progress with... Oh! We've unlocked, swapping. Rearrange the picture frames and frames and frames correctly. I don't think we're going back home to Dana's place.
That's a lot of equipment you have there. If you don't mind my asking, how do you manage to pay for it all?
Oh, that's easy. Especially when you know a few generous patrons of the arts, dear.
Did you take the photos of the athletes? You're not often lonely then.
Well, look at our sweet little waitress. Doesn't she have a saucy mind? It's called art, dear. My work aims to explore every facet of youth and the vitality of bodies.
I bet it does.
Oh yes, the vitality of bodies. I can't make that sound perverted somehow. Bodies are pretty vital. I mean, if you don't have them, you stop living. For now. Here's the key.
The key Yunta asked me to hide.
Dana, be a darling and put the key somewhere safe. You can't be too careful with these mountain people, especially with that little Lenny sniffing around my equipment all the time.
Where do you normally put it?
I have a little hiding place over there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sell out Lenny. Alright, so...
Is this
we
where
hide
you
the
want me
key
to put the
here.
key?
Yes, there's a deer.
It's a handy hiding place. Who made it?
Oh, Herr Gustav. He knows only too well that some customers have their little secrets, you know.
Alright, we can toss that in there.
Just need to finish preparing for the filming tomorrow. Then we can chat away to our heart's content. If you could just fetch me a new roll of film from the darkroom, then we're done.
Is Donna in the habit of writing down the locations of secret keys in her diary? You know, I would love to do that. I would love to just write down some secret key locations in my diary. Let's get this out of the way. There we go.
Get away!
Oh, that was an adorable rat.
Yunta's coffer key.
Yunta's key. Old. I guess they needed a different designation for it. Get the Vorarlberg key in. Give it a spin.
Where can I find the combination for the mechanism?
Dana? Don't let light into the dark room.
Here are the film rolls Yunta asked me for.
Okay.
All these newspaper clippings mention the Brown Shadow. According to Father, their influence is growing among the population. Now that I've had the misfortune of meeting Herr Hess here, I understand his concern.
Yeah, dude's a dick. What's this?
I love your photos!
Ah, well, they each represent an element of mountain wildlife and flora I've photographed recently. I used them as a sort of checklist.
A checklist, huh?
A goat, a flower, a mountain, and a tree. Can I, Wait. A mountain, and then a tree. There we go. Alright! Now we can use the only computer older than the one in Kate's fucking bedroom. I guess this isn't really a computer. It's a microfiche viewer, really. Okay, button doesn't do much. We have a take-up reel.
Wrong one.
Oh. To go over here, then? Yes, alright. And, oh, I think we need a blank reel over here. Maybe? No, no, wait, hold on. Can I? No, I am gonna have to... I gotta, like, string it through. And I do not have another reel for this. So, I miss one in here. Okay, there we go. No, there's a letter. There's the metal... The one in Kate's bedroom arguably isn't. That's true.
According to Yunta's notes, there was a room on the other side. I can't reach it anymore, but Dana could.
Didn't I get a different reel earlier? That was as Dana. And I'm not allowed to switch back to her because... I don't know, reasons. Nothing else in here. Let me just have a quick sweep of the area. What is my current goal? Use the viewer. Doesn't say anything about getting another reel, but... You'd think the circular container. That's true. Is there something I'm missing? Is there something I'm missing? Not that I see. The only thing is... Over here, it needs something.
Better try something else. Impossible. That doesn't work. No.
And I can flip it up to, Wait. No. So yeah, I think I need another... I'm gonna...
Maybe Yunta kept some reels that I can watch using the viewer.
Kate, why are you, like, 3 steps behind on everything?
I'm sure there's more for me to do here.
Alright, there's something here. Like... I'm really enjoying how Kate is... I'm, like, in the middle of a puzzle involving this film reel. And Kate's like, wow! There's a film reel here! And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, Kate. To be fair, though, sometimes I look around my bedroom and I'm like, wow! I live here! And, you know... It's a genuine surprise. You would think this circular... Aha!
Vaughan Refuge, 1937. Yunta's films, taken during the summer Dana worked here. This one says Lenny, director. So I guess Lenny did get to make her film after all.
Okay, now we can check this shit out. I was going about it the wrong way. This is the take-up reel, which means that it takes in film from the other reel. Let's watch a home movie. Oh, epilepsy warning. I'm amused by the really jumpy frame rate here. Like, it's not playing back at the right speed. You're really bad at this, man. Nice work. Not that I could do better. Oh, that fades. Well, this is nice and all, but if there's a clue in here, I'm not seeing it. And there's some making of the painting. And this is what leads... This is what's gonna lead Kate to go out to the pass. Because presumably that guy's body just got uncovered. And she's gonna go check it for evidence or clues or something. Come back here, you giraffe. You don't get to stop painting me. Is there just an instinctive desire for, people to dub over stuff like this? It feels like there is to me. Wind it back. Alright, let's check out the other
Interesting
reel.
footage. Let's see what's on the other reel.
I was just about to do that, kid. Grab and yank. Be kind, rewind. Yes. You've got to rewind your rental videos. Something that does not matter in the slightest anymore. Fucking old. Oh, Lenny's film is... Alright, she's getting introspective with it. She's gonna film herself taking a photograph of the camera. Very avant-garde. Truly, Lenny was one of the first filmmakers to play with the fourth wall. Getting a little meta with the tools of the trade. That's a... Oh, are we gonna open the box on camera? No, I guess we are not. Are we going into the dark room? It's true, this is an experimental film that nobody knows about but me. Oh, we're not supposed to be filming, I see. We're borrowing this, so, well, she's in the dark room. And just letting it roll. Don't trip with the fucking expensive camera. Guerrilla style footage. Ah, we found a mirror. We must look in the mirror. We must... Yep. Gotta do that shot. And who are you talking? Oh. Okay. Again, didn't tell
Lenny
us
didn't
much.
say she filmed a fight between Dana and Leon. I'd better go back and see her to find out about it.
Okay. There was a fight. Let's go find out about the fight. Oh, she's moved over there. So...
Demoiselle Lenny, I saw the film you shot of Dana and Leon.
So Junta kept it. She got so cross when she discovered I'd rummaged through her stuff. She most certainly had secrets of her own, that one.
Was she
I know
a
it was
spy?
ages ago, but can you recall what happened between Dana and Leon that day?
You do like flogging a dead horse, don't you, Fraulein?
Oh, yeah.
But as you please. Since Junta never let me use her camera, I decided not to ask her anymore. Like that, she couldn't say no, could she? And that's when I heard them arguing.
How could you agree to this, Leon? How could you?
I told you I had no choice. The local guide for Baltayar can't do it anymore. He got injured.
There are plenty of other guides in Wagen. Why does it have to be you? Just tell them to find someone else.
Look, Dana, I didn't want to tell you, but...
But what?
Frank Huss, that brute from the other night. He's the one that made the call here. In other words, he's taking revenge by sending me to the other side of the world with the Origin expedition. And he said that if I refused, something might happen. Not just to me, but to you as well.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You're a Vegarian and so are your parents, right? Well, Huss says it won't be long before the Brown Shadow is in power, and he made it clear that something was brewing, and that you and your parents would be first on the list.
What list?
I don't know, but it can't be good. Then he said that other Vegarians would follow.
Dear God.
Dana, darling, the world's gone crazy. Promise me you'll be very careful. It will be all right if you just watch yourself and what you say. I've asked Junta to stand by you just in case. It won't be long, darling. Half a school year at the Music Academy. I'll be home for Christmas. Promise. Oh, come here now, my pretty Edelweiss.
Christmas
Don't
tree?
call me that. You know I don't like it.
It's true, though. That's exactly where you are, my pretty Edelweiss.
If you keep that up, Leon Kobatis, I'll find you a nickname too.
Go on, then.
All
My
right.
Christmas tree is Tannenbaum. Highland painter, mountain artist, alpine lover.
Your nickname will be Highland Painter from now on.
Not sure my Veganese artist friends will like it, but why not?
Moved to the US and changed her last name to Walker. Yeah, she lives next door to the Ritters.
Beautiful, isn't it? I could stay here forever.
There, Fräulein Walker. That is all I have to say. I hope this time you have what you need to continue on your journey.
Now
Thank you,
fuck
Demoiselle
off.
Lenny. But there is just one more thing. You mentioned a music academy? They must have ledgers and archives. Maybe I'll be able to find out whether Dana left an address there.
Well, it hasn't moved. It's still in Vagen. Go to the musicians' district. It's right next to the musical square. That's all I can tell you. So if you don't mind, Fräulein.
Thank you. Then that's where I'll continue my search.
Is it
1930s.
really worth your while to keep looking for Dana? Is it not just another pipe dream, Fräulein? I get the impression there have been others.
I prefer to look at it as a calling. Besides, I don't have much choice. Thanks to you, she's a part of me now.
As you wish. I hope you find what you are looking for.
What are you
Thank
doing
you.
with your arm, kid?
Again.
Anyway, in the 1930s.
I've got everything I need from here, I guess.
I feel like
Let's get back to the guest house. Get some rest. I'll go to the music academy first thing in the morning.
I feel like Donna would have died a little earlier than the early 2000s. But I'm no judge on human longevity. Well, let's jog back to town.
I found her, my sweet Katusha. The girl in the painting. Her name is Dana. Dana Rose.
That's nice, Kate. Real nice.
I'm gonna find out who she was, just like I promised you.
Nothing more than a good old adventure to forget your grief, I guess. You should go, Kate, or you're gonna miss the tram. There will always be a train for you.
Between 90 and 2007. Okay. then it's not implausible that, Donna could be Walker's mom. Or Kate's mom. It's less implausible that she could be her grandma. So we take the tram down the mountains. There's a lot of very reflective moments. This very much is an animated movie as such, of sorts, and they announced a Syberia animated series a while ago. I'm starting to understand. Like, I would love to see the previous 3 games redone in this style of style. Ugh. That was a train crash of a sentence. Let's see. I did have somebody IM me after last night. Somebody nudged me like, "Oh, are you back to playing games about sad Russian women?"
What a day.
And like, it's really hard to deny that sometimes. And welcome to ZyzySquirrel.com, your place for video games about sad Russian women.
I hope Oscar's okay, wherever he is. I'm not abandoning him. I just need to find him.
Isn't that him right ahead of you, Kate? No, that was a puddle. Alright. Also, you were acting like he was fucking dead, Kate. Where did I leave the guest house? Is it over here? No. It was right around here somewhere. Maybe it's further down the street? No, because we walked all the way down to this end of the street. That's the botanical gardens down there. Yeah, that's the botanical gardens. To be fair, he fell in a sewer. He fell into the sewer system. It's hard to fish somebody out of the sewer system if you don't have 12-foot-long gibbon arms. Okay, I remember now. It's up on this terrace. Yeah. The Gasthof. We know that Gasthof means guest house because we played Gabriel Knight.
Closed. It's late. Frau Wagner must have gone to bed.
Oh, I believe we're allowed to use the phone now.
I beg you, Kate, please come back and say goodbye to your mother.
That means...
Call me so we can organize your return in the best
shut up, please.
possible.
I'm trying to talk about Easter eggs.
Call me, for the sake of what's left of our friendship.
Kate, stop having memories. I'm trying
There's
to
no
talk...
point. It's too late, Olivia.
I believe that there is a point where you can use the telephone. And you can call the various numbers from the previous games that Kate had on her cell phone. I am really tempted to do that. I read about this Easter egg somewhere on the internet. Let's see, locations. Baltiyar? Baltiyar is a Central Asian country located between Russia and China. The capital and largest town is Kantar, former British colony. Okay. Nothing terribly useful there. We've looked up Vagan before. Yeah. Lumine.os. That's her two-finger index finger typing. It's a little terrifying. It is a little bit, yeah. People? Donna Rose.
No results about Dana. She probably never got famous.
Rule of Rose. Aw, man, we can't download that. Online altar dedicated to Special Agent Dana S. Uh, 60th anniversary of the Liberator of Vagan. Another reminder, 60 years ago, all the resistance groups of Vagan fought alongside the Red Army and Allied forces to retake the town and Ostersol from the Brown Shadow. There was one disappointment. Lenny Renner, the well-known manageress of the refuge of Silberspiegel and one of the most revered and emblematic resistance fighters of our town, once again refused to join the commemoration. Our local icon describes her refusal as her own particular way of paying tribute to her comrades fallen in combat. Should be taken without the slightest hint of controversy. Okay. And you want this Steinholz.
Huh. Junta. Demoiselle Lenny told me a lot about her. But was she some kind of spy?
Apparently she worked for the, Apparently she was a spy for the Allies. Interesting. And I guess we can look up her mom's obituary, which... straight up reports, you know, oh, we're delaying it for Kate's sake. Well, too bad. We didn't make it home. We were busy being imprisoned in a salt mine. Let's get to bed. Thump, 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 thump. I'm got myself wedged in there for a second. Oh, hello, there's an envelope.
Colonel Blake.
Well, now.
Vaughan Institute for Forensic Science and Medicine. Charming. Do not disturb. Well, all right then.
Alright, let's not disturb. Let's just get to bed. I must have missed something on the computer because that goal got crossed out. Don't know what I missed. Oh well. Thought I took all the links. Oh yeah, that looks comfortable. Looks like you're sleeping on a pair of jeans. They're Jell-O. I'm waiting for the moment when Donna plays this tune on the piano. USA, New Jersey. Fuck, it took us to Jersey. This is the worst place we've been in the entire series.
Is that you, Katie?
Yes, Mom! I mean, who else can it be?
The New Jersey Turnpike is a nexus. Yeah. It's a nexus for people who get dumped out of John Malkovich's head.
Looks like Mom's friends came over again last night. She's been seeing them a lot since what happened to Dad. Maybe too much.
Alright, looks like we gotta wander the house. Mr. Richard Walker.
Another letter for Dad. Last time it took Mom days to find the strength to open it. Grandpa and Grandma from New York gave it to me for my last birthday. I really ought to read it, or at least dog-ear the pages so it looks like I did.
Continuity!
Mom bought those again.
To ease Mom.
The piano that Mom ordered will soon be here. Couldn't bring myself to tell her that I wanted a drum kit instead.
A piano? Huh. Alright. Your father and I would like to express our deepest sorrow at what happened to Richard. We are worried about your welfare, darling Sarah. You might be a full-grown adult, but we still worry about you. We wanted you so much. You were our miracle child. So even now, as a young woman with a daughter of her own, it's hard for us to see you suffer. You've always been our pride and joy. Okay.
Wow. I hope I get to travel around the world too when I grow up.
For those of you unaware, Amarzone was is the first game that Oisakal ever wrote. They're doing a remake of it. I'm probably going to pick up the remake. I'm currently saving money for a small project, but I may pick up that remake anyway. Because this is the kind of adventure game that I play. I believe they still have the original game free on Steam, should you want to pick it up. Be aware that it is an adventure game from 1999.
Oh, hello, Munchkin.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Is everything okay, Katie? How are you doing with your homework, Munchkin?
I'm just gonna walk away. I'm definitely not answering that question.
We haven't seen Grandpa and Grandma for a long time. Mom says they'll probably come over from New York on her birthday.
Grandma doesn't look anything like Donna. Like, nothing like her at all, but... There's Dad, who is dead. Dead-ad. Music box. You got weird arms, kid.
You forgot your music box.
Be careful with that, please, Munchkin.
I just love it.
You've always liked it, ever since you were little.
Will you give it to me when I'm big?
Maybe, if you're a good girl, when I get old.
So when will that be then?
Later, Katie.
I don't think you're supposed to hold birds like that. So again, I don't think music boxes are supposed to levitate.
But when?
In a very, very long time, I guess. When I'll be gone.
Dear Kate, wherever you are now, despite the sad news it contains, I hope this letter reaches you in time.
Oh, give it a rest, Olivia. Ah, what the hell? You want me to call you Olivia? Fine. I've survived worse criticism.
Use introspection before you call Olivia. Ah yes, we need to summon up the power of introspection to allow us to make a phone call. God, this is a I too need to have like 5 minutes of introspection before I make a phone call.
Foster? It's easy to judge and lecture me from New York. You know nothing about what I've gone through, of what I've had to endure since leaving Hans.
No, none of this is... Sort your feelings out so you don't just yell at her passionately in an inadvisable... I kinda want to yell at her passionately in an inadvisable way. This is a video game. I want to, like... I want to cause some messy drama bullshit to happen. But I'm not seeing anywhere to introspect.
Looks like I'm not the only one who can't sleep tonight.
Maybe on the computer?
This is not the time to surf the web. If I don't call Olivia now, I never will.
Yeah, that's fair. Yes, wine and chest plate. Delicious. Here's introspection. Gotta brood. I had a fucking brood about this.
Don't know why I should be so nervous about making a simple phone call. I mean, hey, I've crossed Europe, been in all sorts of danger, and yet look at me here. I'm worrying about talking to my former best friend. Oh, and I think I used to spend my life on the phone gossiping with her. So what do I risk? Criticism? The one who missed her mother's funeral because she was breaking rocks at the bottom of a mine. In any case, Olivia hasn't stopped criticizing me ever since I left Valladolid on Hans Vorarlberg's train. I'm the one who should be criticizing her. I mean, come on. Isn't she the one who took advantage of my absence to get her hooks into Dan?
Did you care? It's
now
Dan.
Look at me, mulling over old grudges. That's exactly what I wanted to escape from when I decided to go with Hans in his train to Syberia. And then there was the departure with the Yukon tribe, their seasonal migration. Come on, Kate, for Christ's sake, stop procrastinating. Just make the darn call and get it over with.
if you ever want me to call you on the phone, this is what I'm going to end up doing for like an hour before I call you. Just so you know. Complete with like walking around in circles and punching the air. And maybe thinking about like trains. Alright. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Imagine how much it must cost to call America from a payphone.
Hello? Hello? Mr. Canton, is that you? Who's there, please?
Got your letter, Olivia.
Kate, I sent it 2 years ago.
I know. Things have been complicated.
Complicated? I see. And so when are you coming back to New York? You know, to visit your mother's grave?
You know I can't come back, Olivia. I'm still wanted by the police over the sale of the Vorarlberg factory.
Oh, I haven't forgotten, believe me. If only you knew how much the accusations hurt your mother. Visits from the police, the requisitions, and just when she was diagnosed, too. And yet the poor woman never stopped hoping that her daughter would come back one day. Or at least call to help her in her final days.
I don't have to justify myself to you, Olivia, or to anyone else.
Kate, Okay, listen to me. I thought you had plenty of time to think about how you abandoned all of us. Me, your mother, Dan, or even that poor Mr. Canton. And maybe felt at least some remorse. But I guess I was dreaming. All you do is keep chasing castles in the sky and ignore those who care about you.
Are you done?
Oh, Kate. I should have known. And I should never have asked you to call me. Goodbye, Kate. I hope you find whatever it is you've been looking for these past 3 years. One thing's for sure, though. You wanted to be alone. And that's how you're gonna stay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. And now we gotta do the angry stomp for a while. Well, back to bed. Up at 3 a.m., make an angry phone call, back to sleep. Alright, I think that was probably Kate's emotional low point. Let's see if they start rebuilding from here. I have the feeling I could have made that speech. Like, there were alternate prompts. I just didn't feel like any kind of justification would be enough for Olivia. And it would have sounded like Kate was making shit up. In my experience, trying to explain shit like that...
Okay, let's go, kiddo.
Just never really pays
Another day,
off.
another page.
Down to the music district.
A new day in Vaughan. I must take the tram to that music academy where Dana Rose was a student in the 1930s. With a bit of luck, they'll have kept her records. Demoiselle Lenny told me the music academy is near the musical square. Maybe Frau Wagner can tell me more.
Oh, hello, Miss Walker.
Alright, this is the lady
Miss Walker.
that
Did
you
you
said
sleep all
kind of
right?
looked like Donna Silver, I
Fine,
think.
thanks.
And you're
Now,
not
is there
wrong
anything you need?
hair-wise?
I'd like to go to the music academy. Can you tell me how to get there?
You just need to take the tram northbound to the musical square.
Is there anything I should know about the academy?
To tell the truth, it's a little glum nowadays. Especially when you think it was once the jewel of the town, where students came from all over the world to perform on the musical square, you know. Pity. It's since lost its panache of old through lack of students and means.
Alright, that's all
Well,
I need to
I guess
know.
I should get going. Thank you for your time, Frau Wagner.
I don't really want
Feel
to
free
pry
to ask
into
if you
local
have any
history
more
too much right
questions.
now. Well, I don't want to pry into local history here. I want to pry into local history somewhere else. And Kate doesn't want to use the phone. Don't blame her. But yeah, let's see if this is where they start rebuilding, or if Kate still has further to go. I'm not sure there's much down from here. Music place. Oh, that was a side quest. Oh, well. I think we can just skip the tram scene and zip on. The Wagen Immobilien. I don't actually read what that says. Such a look of wonder when she travels. I always try to take in as much of the scenery as I can when I'm going somewhere. Because I know I'll probably never pass it again. And that remains true whether I'm going down to the store or whether I'm going to, like, I don't know, New York. I've never been to New York. I've always kind of wanted to go to New York. The Babysitter's Club made it sound like such a haven of wonder, like a wonderland. In Ohio, you have grass. That is a true and fair point. Use introspection before you go to the academy. I would love to. Alright, up the stairs. This is the street with the little ghetto.
Don't do that.
So.
Stop it. Oh dear. Help! Help! Someone! Help!
Put me down!
Oscar? Bet you can't catch it!
Don't you dare! Put it down! Right now!
Alright then.
Oscar! Are you alright?
I had a bit of a bumpy ride, but I am glad to see you, Kate Walker.
Oscar! Oh, I've missed you so much.
I say, this display of emotion is most unreasonable, Kate Walker. I do hope you don't plan such profusion every time I change bodies.
It's just that I've been worrying about you. Where were you, Oscar?
Well, the mechanical instinct of my host took me for a ride, all across town. It took me the whole night to tame it, and that's when I bumped into those little rascals.
Yeah, lucky I was in the area, huh?
Quite. So, Kate Walker, what has happened since we parted at the Balaton River?
Maybe we should just sit down for a second, Oscar. This might take a while.
Oh, good. You're like the even nerdier version of anime, Winnie. I mean, you're not wrong.
And that's when Demoiselle Lenny gave me the address of the Music Academy in this neighborhood.
I see, Kate Walker.
You must think I'm crazy, huh? Running after that girl, Dana, who must have died ages ago.
Well, Kate Walker, you know I have difficulty understanding illogical thought patterns. But in the end, what I do understand is that you need to find her. Is that correct, Kate Walker?
Yes, that is correct, Oscar. I'm glad you're taking it so well.
I don't see any fundamental difference between crossing Europe in search of mammoths, traveling on ostriches in an irradiated zone, or following your double. These are not things an automaton such as I take into consideration.
Any other thoughts, Oscar?
Well, I guess I could ask you where we are heading, but truth be told, it doesn't really matter. I will follow you wherever you lead, and for as long as you require my services, Kate Walker. That's what an automaton does.
Thank you, Oscar.
Oh dear, I hope you're not going to become physical, are you?
No, I was
yes,
just
I'm
going
gonna
to give you a
kiss
pat
your
on the
little
back.
nose.
I would rather you refrain from having such thoughts. I am not a dog, you know. Whatever next?
Anyway,
you know, I bet we could
we'd
find
better
you a
get going,
dog body, Oscar.
You'd better keep out of sight.
Oh dear, I don't suppose I have any choice.
Put him in your hoodie. Oh, he's going in the satchel. Okay. I'm gonna kiss Oscar's little nose. Yeah, Oscar Mark III.
I'm so glad he's back.
How is your research going, Kate Walker? Is it really necessary for me to be shut up in here, Kate Walker?
Sorry, Oscar, but I don't want to run the risk of losing you again.
What's this? War Memorial?
Victims of the genocide committed by the fascists during the Second World War. Oh, so many deaths. I hope Dana made it through.
I don't see her name on here.
Bullet holes. The brown shadow must have shot people dead here. How horrible.
The total whiplash in this game is incredible. The game about the horrible things fascists did in Europe. Punctuated by cute talking hedgehog. Oscar. Now, somewhere around here, yeah. Does this mean anything to you, Kate? A pangolin? I mean, yeah. You could be right. I was thinking a hedgehog, a pangolin, or an armadillo, and it doesn't really have the tail for an armadillo. Pangolin is probably correct, given the intricate little scales. Pangolin, lin, lin. Pangolin, lin, lin. Pangolin, lin, lin. Oh, 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 oh. Pangolin, lin, lin. Pangolin, lin, lin. Pangolin, lin, lin. Oh. Hippo, 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 hippo. Okay, here we are in Music Square, where there is conspicuously little music, but it is square. Can I climb on up here and check the place out? Due to the forthcoming computerization of the mechanical orchestra of the musical square, playing this piano is strictly forbidden until further notice. Fuck you, I do what I want.
I can't open it like this. It looks like it's been mechanically sealed.
Oh, it's been mechanically sealed. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't blame anybody. I will say this is not the most emotionally intense game I will be playing. Like... Hey, Vorarlberg! Design mechanical armadillo. Well, that is from a fan wiki, so...
I only know Dana as a waitress at the refuge, and yet everything seems to fit with her here. Not hard to imagine her coming here to the music academy to study. And who knows, maybe Leon waited for her outside one day as a surprise after returning from his Baltayar expedition.
Hey, you're literally writing fanfic here. Like, if I can just mention, one of the games that I've strongly considered streaming, if I can get my PlayStation 3 set up again, or if I can, get it emulated, is... Oh, what is the title of the game? One moment while I look up the title again real quick. Because it's out on the shelf and I've forgotten. Eternal Sonata. Which is a game where Polish pianist Frédéric Chopin is dying of tuberculosis. And in his dying dreams, he imagines that he is an anime character who can rewrite the world with music. It's a JRPG, it's 60 hours long, and it's depressing as fuck balls. And I've strongly considered giving this a whirl here on the channel. And that is really the nice thing about doing what I do. Nobody can stop me. I am unstoppable. And if I want to show you Frédéric Chopin dying for 60 hours...
Wow. Pity I don't have time for some sightseeing.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty fucking nice looking. That is a cathedral of music. If that is the music college. Encourage Eternal Sonata. I'll have to see if I can get my PlayStation up and running. Lost Odyssey. A 4-disc Xbox 360 game about how shitty it is to be immortal. We might end up going with that, too. I don't know. There is a phone number on this. this. What the fuck would you call this? Van? What the hell vehicle is this? This is a fish with wheels. Whale. Thank you.
An automaton musician. Looks exactly like Hans's style. Like at Borgstadt.
Yeah, can I, do you want to, like, hijack one of these, Oscar? One of the musicians just gets up and walks away. No, it's probably bolted to the seat. We are creeping up on the 2-hour mark, actually. And I think this might be where I leave it for now. Again, one of the wonderful things about doing what I do is that I can do whatever I want. And, I want to reheat some pizza, and I want to play some Final Fantasy Renaissance, and I got some other stuff to do tonight. So, I am going to put the brakes on this for now. Time since last save, 2:43. It's probably fine. I haven't really done much. Hold on. I know how to make it trigger a save. I'm going to walk up these stairs. A scene change will make it trigger a save. Yep. I knew it. Anyway. Good night, everybody. You're all fantastic. Whether you like it or not. And, I'm out. Peace. I will see you on Tuesday for more Armored Core. Please look forward to exploding robots. Stark emotional contrast to what's happening here.